Hello everyone, I'm Monica Zak from Stefanini and I'm delighted to have Dave Bonner and Anthony Lally from PZ Cussons with us today. We're here to discuss Stefanini's role in implementing the new service desk and service management function at PZ Cussons. This marks a significant advance in their operational capabilities and the end user experience. Dave, Anthony, great to have you here.
Good morning, Monica.
Good morning.
Good morning, Monica. Glad to be here.
So, guys, what were the challenges that your business was facing and why did you decide to change the previous supplier to someone new?
Okay, so we had several contracts and we had one large service delivery contract which included all our technical service and the service desk and service management. And it was no longer fit for the purpose of our changed organisation in that time.
So, Dave, why did you choose to work with Stefanini?
Well, I've had previous experience of working with Stefanini, and I was also impressed by their ability to be flexible and offer the capabilities that an organisation such as PZ Cussons require to move us forward. And I think we were absolutely kind of very engaged by the presence during the tendering period when we met the team, and it was a very diverse team, a very energetic team. And I think some of the solutions that they were offering to us really fitted with us as an organisation, and we felt the culture that Stefanini brought would have meshed very well with the culture of us as a organisation as well.
That's actually quite great that you came back to us with the previous experience that you had.
Yeah, I think if you've got knowledge and understanding of how an organisation works, it certainly helps when you're going through that selection phase. Obviously, it's not the only thing, but it certainly helps, I think, when people have experience.
So, guys, how effective was the collaboration between Stefanini and PZ Cussons?
We wanted to build one IT team across both Stefanini and PZ Cussons. So we wanted everyone to feel like they were colleagues working together to support common goals. And we fail together as a team, and we also succeed together as a team. And we, I believe, have achieved that very much over the last year since the contracts started.
Indeed.
So it's like a partnership.
Absolutely.
Like you wanted to build.
But we are one IT team.
We are, I can confirm.
And it feels that way, yeah?
It does.
And I think that's really important. And I think we should be very proud of that.
Indeed. And also we've encouraged you guys to be forthright with us. We're not always right as a customer, most of the time, obviously. We're not always right, and we're happy to be told why you think we should be doing things differently across your whole team. That's what you're there for, to help challenge us and help us be better, you know. And those discussions are important, and to be subservient to the customer all the time is also not helpful.
And it's not easy to achieve it because not every supplier feels comfortable enough to say, you're wrong, we think it should be this, we are the experts, you should listen to us. It's very good that we're open to a discussion.
Indeed. And we might not always agree with you, but we'll have a discussion.
Absolutely.
And we'll come to an answer.
Discussion is always the key. Dave, what has the partnership with Stefanini delivered so far?
One of the most important things is user satisfaction. So in terms of how our colleagues in the business feel about the services they're receiving, I think they feel responses quicker. I think the effectiveness of that has also been demonstrated by some of the simple things such as getting stuff fixed more quickly on time, better communication, better governance around their issues so they don't feel like they've put something somewhere and it's gone into a black hole. So I think from that perspective, we have better engagement, you know, across the whole organisation. We've talked about this, we've talked about collaboration, and that's really been evident in terms of some of the activities that we're driving forward on, because it's been done jointly, collaboratively, and I think that's really aiding us to kind of push forward in terms of what we want to do, what we want to develop, and how we want to kind of move the service forward.
So guys, I'm sure it hasn't been all pretty from the very beginning. So have you experienced any challenges in your partnership with Stefanini?
I think it's natural there's going to be challenges, yeah. There's always going to be times and events which, you know, force us to review and assess and so on and so forth. But I think as we've built those relationships and we have that sense of partnership, it's items that we can go through together and work through. And as we've talked about before, we may not always, you know, agree completely with each other, but we agree that we move forward and absolutely I think that's key. So nothing that's been overwhelming for us. Certainly, I think the transition went very well.
So, Monica, how did you and your team get an understanding of PZC's needs and requirements?
I think, first of all, the workshops in Bucharest helped, because this was the moment when, after reading what was in the IFP, we're actually listening to what do you want and what does your team feel that is a current problem. Within the workshops, we've gone through a whole user experience. So starting from raising an incident, going to a really serious stuff that could happen. And that's how we kind of understood that this is exactly what PZC needs.
Yeah, during those co-creation workshops in that week, a couple of weeks before we went live, we had to balance some of the purist views of how problem management should be or incident management be with our joint experience of far too many years of the real world and how it fits in the real world. And once again, that piece of making sure we're truly adding value and service from the user's point of view.
It is, and I think it's important to recognise that, because whilst we talk about, yes, we have contractual obligations that you guys need to, adhere to, we do want to give the team the space to develop and work in that collaborative way moving forward, so we can develop more effective solutions, because if people grow individually, then they can grow our services and deliver better results for all of us.
Well, that was great. It was great to have you here. I think it was a good talk that we had in here.
Thank you very much, Monica.
Yeah,
Really
thank you,
enjoyable.
Monica.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Anthony.